The goblins will get you if you don't watch out. To take you and shake you until you shout. Stop, look, and listen. It's Halloween.
Hello, it's Will here. Today we have the brilliant Pierce Ryan with his selection, a horror classic from 1958 from Blighty, and it is Night of the Demon. Over to you, Pierce.
Greetings, listener. Imagine you are chosen, singled out to die. Are you the victim of your imagination, or the victim of a demon? Sorry, not sure where that voice came from. My recommendation for this month of horror films is Night of the Demon from 1957.
It has been written since the beginning of time that evil, supernatural creatures exist in a world of darkness. And it is also said, man can call forth these powers of darkness, the demons of hell.
It is the night of the demon.
And tonight is the night that Dana Andrews, as a daring scientist, defies the mysterious, murderous devil cult in a desperate battle against the demons of hell.
Ah, why did you drop the poker?
Red hot.
It isn't, you know. Oh, my boy, you're as pale as death.
There was something in here.
He has been chosen.
I've been chosen for what? What do you mean?
Today I found all the pages of my desk calendar torn out after October the 22nd. I know why. He died on the 22nd. John, what's the matter?
The same thing happened to my desk calendar after the 28th.
The frightened girl. The master of witchcraft.
You will die, as I said, at 10 o'clock on the 28th of this month. Your time allowed is just 3 days from now.
Skeptical? Don't make up your mind till you see this masterpiece of macabre magic. Because, after all, evil, supernatural creatures really do exist.
Adapted from the M.R. James short story Casting the Ruins from 1911. The film was directed by Jacques Tourneur, who also directed the classic film noir Out of the Past, and also a series of low-budget horror films that he made for Val Newton and RKO Pictures, including the highly influential Cat People. The original M.R. James short story, Casting the Ruins, had at its heart the most terrifying of ideas, the vengeful academic. An occultist who feels his academic papers are not being treated as seriously as they should be, curses one critic, causing him to die, and now curses another critic of his work by passing him a piece of paper with the curse, the ruin, on it. His target now has to find a way to quickly return this piece of paper before his untimely demise. In updating this story to the 1950s, the screenwriter Charles Bennett made the central character an American psychologist, played by Dana Andrews, who plans to expose an occultist as a charlatan, only to discover that his powers are real and that the occultist has put a curse on him. That's all you need to know story-wise, maybe too much. This is a film jam-packed with great set pieces, wonderful actors, including our own Peggy Cummins, who grew up in Dublin and is also the star of the utterly brilliant Gun Crazy. Production design is by Ken Adam, who went on to work with Kubrick and the James Bond films, amongst others. Powerhouse Films in the UK have released a terrific Blu-ray of this film, which has a number of different cuts. The American release was cut down from an original running time of 96 minutes to 82, so it could fit onto a double bill. When you start to dig into the extras on that Blu-ray, you'll begin to realise that there's quite a lot of people who have a lot to say about this film. In particular, the conflict between Jacques Tourneur and the film's producer, Hal E. Chester, and the argument over whether the film needed to show the demon at all. Turner believed in the Val Newton style of storytelling that you hint at and let the audience imagine their worst fears. Chester believes that no, the audience have paid a ticket to go and see Night of the Demon, or Curse of the Demon, as it was known in the States, so you have to show them the monster. And in a stunning turn of events, especially in the world of filmmaking, you'll be surprised to learn that in the end, the producer got his way. Oh, and he also gave himself a writing credit. When asked about this later, the film's original screenwriter Charles Bennett said that as far as he was concerned, if Hal Chester walked up his driveway right now, he would shoot him dead. A vengeful screenwriter. Now there's an idea for a movie. Sorry. However you feel about the monster's appearance, and between us, I actually love the practical effects that are used here. There's a chasing fireball, which is awesome. There is so much to get from this film. I really encourage you to dive in. When it was released in 1957, it had the misfortune, perhaps, of coming out 6 months after the first colour British horror film, Hammer's The Curse of Frankenstein. Now, there's a film which rejected the idea of less is more and opened up a much more graphic approach to horror filmmaking. And yet, Night of the Demon still holds its own for all of those primal reasons we love horror. The fear of what could happen, or is about to happen. In both the film and the original short story, characters quote these lines from Samuel Taylor Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, describing a man who, having once turned around, walks on, and turns no more his head.
Because he knows a frightful fiend doth close behind him. Fred.
Sleep well.
Look, listen, it's high.